yet coming up soon. A couple of minutes, you just got to listen to my crap. I get a lot of questions on if you're taking the Series 6, this SIE, the 63, the 7, 66, 65, whatever you want to take, whatever you're taking, this channel will be the best resource for you to use. Now, the question I get all the time in these lives, and I'm trying to save some time so people don't have to hear the same thing over and over again. I love your questions, but this will help you. Is I'm taking the test tomorrow, next week, whatever. What do I do? I answer this all the time. Totally cool. We're good. But let's get into this a little bit. Now, if you're taking it tomorrow, get off. I love your views. Just get off. I don't need them that bad. I'd rather get some sleep. Go watch my quick and dirty on the video on the quick and dirty, and go from there. Get some sleep, get up, take this thing like a bad bitch, take it like a savage. Don't look back, beat the crap out of it. You have the confidence to beat this thing. Okay. Now, if you're taking it after tomorrow, say you're taking it in 2 days, no testing tomorrow. If you really need to and your boss makes you, then do short quizzes, nothing big, nothing that's going to rattle your brains. Just maybe shake the cobwebs off. Tomorrow should be if you're taking it anytime after tomorrow, the day before should always be adding knowledge. Watch videos, read chapters you're weak on, do little tiny quizzes, but you should be adding knowledge and done right around dinner time. Maybe if you're taking in the afternoon, maybe a little later, but really tomorrow's not a tax your brain stuff. It's really add stuff, go over acronyms. I have videos that cover last minute stuff, all that stuff. And now let's say you're taking it beyond 2 days from now. You want to take a final every morning, or try to match it to the time you're taking it on the test, right? Take a final every day. And then anything you score, review it in detail, wrong and right answers. You got to learn from the right ones. Make sure you got them right for the right reason and wrong for the wrong reason. Could be dumb mistakes, right? Or just lack of knowledge. Go back and then review it. Anything under 75 or under 70, you want to reread or watch a video on, and rinse, repeat. Don't tax yourself too much. Don't go crazy. Look, I'm not a fan of more than one test a day, but some firms require 2 or 3 a day. You got to do what you got to do. Okay. It's not going to hurt you. Just remember the third test of the day will almost always be a lot worse than your first two. I mean, your second one will drop. Third one, I mean, after 400 questions, 500 questions, you can't be at the same place. So don't stress yourself over that. Just the last one, kind of mail it in. But most of the time is getting used to just reviewing everything. Also, start getting a good night's sleep right away. You want to get in the habit. You don't want to be up till midnight every night and then 3 days before the test start changing your pattern. No, I do that. If I'm up at 3 o'clock one night and I sleep late the next day to like 8 or so, or 9, because I'm old, I don't sleep late. I screw, and then I'm up till 3 o'clock every night. And even if I try to go to bed early, I'm staring at the ceiling. I got to put an audiobook on, or I can't go to sleep. So start your pattern early. Now, remember, the night before should be relaxing. Go out to dinner, do whatever you have to do to relax, whatever floats your boat. If it means being strapped up and whipped, I don't care. Whatever works for you, works. Okay. Those are the two things. That's what the most common question I get is, what do I do if I'm taking the test? So hopefully this solves it so I can work on other stuff. Okay, now, remember something. I'm here to help you. Ask questions on anything. I have a couple of things I have, right? So I have the Facebook groups, Series 65, 66 exam group, super supportive for those exams. Then I run, I'm a moderator on the one, but on this one, I run along with Michael Weiss, who's a great tutor, by the way, Series 7 exam, tutor.com, and I'm series7exam.org. I just messed them up. I'm very expensive. He's about half the cost, but he's really good. If you go to the Facebook group, super supportive community, unbelievably supportive community. It's unbelievable. There's about almost 4,500, 5,000 people in there. A lot of supportive people. It's called FINRA Exam Prep with help from Advantage Tutoring. The most supportive group they have a chat room going. They start study groups, which are magic, all that stuff. Anyway, come on. You know what? Enough of this. Ken, let's get on. Oh, hey, welcome. I wasn't asleep, I swear. How's everyone going? Happy Thursday. Matt, Nastasi, boom. Oh, boom. You get me all excited to pass, and then I got good luck tomorrow. Get off my fucking line. Go get out of here. Go get some sleep. I love to have you here, but I'd rather have you come on Tuesday and tell me how great it went. By the way, congrats on the 7, and you're going to nail it. You're going to nail the 66 tomorrow because you're going to watch it quick and dirty, both the 63 and 66 quick and dirty. And then you're going to get some sleep and destroy this fucker. Okay, good. See the little thing I do puts me outside the 5-minute window, so I don't have to worry about the cursing because they only nail you if you curse in the first 30 seconds. Okay. Now, welcome on, guys. Don't forget to check out all the other resources. There's lots of free resources. I have You go check me out on Instagram. I'm at Series 7 Whisperer on Instagram. I am Series 7 Whisperer on TikTok also. And I'm Series 7 Whisperer here. Common theme. Check me out there. I have a lot of the same stuff, but all my shorter videos are over there on the other ones. I do the long ones here and some short ones, but for the most long ones here and short ones there. Don't forget to check out Brandon Rith over at Basic Wisdom. He's the actual guy who writes the shit for Achievable, which is pretty cool. And he does his own stuff. He has good stuff. And don't forget to check out Susie Rhodes over at Past Master. She's funny. She has this massive, like, it looks like an iPad that's like as wide as my ass. I mean, it's so fucking big. And it looks like she can draw it. It's very cool. When I bought a car the other day, and it's very cool. They have this pad where you just sign everything on this. I mean, it's literally the size of my table. I really want one of these things. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Sally, Brandon is awesome. Nobody's as good as me, but it is what it is. Okay, so now, again, congrats and good luck, Matt. Okay, here we go. And we're off. Okay. Can I explain the rights of rescission, Series 63? Okay. Okay. What book are you using that doesn't explain it? Okay. A right of it's rescission. Okay. Just, it's rescission. It's not a recession because that would be what's going on. What everyone thought was going to happen now and what will happen once people start paying student loans and the interest rates stay high. Hold on, Jackie. I will get to you. But Micah, you fucking nailed it. That's fucking awesome. How great is that? How great is that? Really? That's awesome. I've been watching your name come across a bunch of times. Boom. I like not marks, Jackie. I just think they overcomplicate shit. Okay. Micah, that is awesome. Okay. Yeah. You get to watch Thursday Night Football. What do I get to do? I get to hang out with you guys. I do like that. That's okay. It's right. The Jets. I'm a Jet fan, and it was just a brutal night. Glad we won, but kind of costly. Okay. Let me get back to Jackie. By the way, I do like not my marks. I just think that a lot of the stuff, they use Kaplan questions on some of their tests, and that's where it gets convoluted. Okay. Right of rescission. So say this is what happened in Hawaii like 15 years ago. They sold a security that wasn't registered in Hawaii. They did the math. Boom. Oh, Spencer. Sorry. You're going to get interrupted, Jackie. It's going to be a while. Just sit back and have some popcorn. Okay. Boom. That's awesome. I thought, it's funny. You're the same color as Micah. Micah nailed it. You nailed the 66. How great is that, right? Micah nails it. Boom. Okay. No, Mexico doesn't. Belinda, I'll get to the rest of it. It's funny. I had a student come on the other day. He goes, like, the whole thing Tuesday night was about 63 stuff. I'm like, yeah. I go where it goes. I kind of go where you guys lead me by the nose. Okay. So now we'll go back to this. See if I can stay on target. Stay on target. You guys are old. You know what that is. Okay. Okay. Right of rescission happened in Hawaii. So they had a security that they were registering, and they did the math, and they said, oh, it's going to be registered on Friday, say the 15th, just because it's not 30 days. It's whenever it was. They did the math, and they thought it would be registered, but they sold it on Thursday, which was before it was registered. So technically they sold an unregistered security. They got in trouble. And what they did was a right of rescission is going back to your customer and trying to make them whole. Okay. You give them their money back. Okay. You give them their money back. Turn the air off. Give them the money back. You give them a legitimate, like a stated level of interest that's acceptable, not a lot. And if they get dividends or any kind of interest payments, you subtract that from it. And any lawyer's fees or costs that they incurred, those you can reimburse them for. And if they say, and they have 30 days to say yes or no. If they say no, then they kind of can't sue you anymore. I mean, them saying no is they're accepting the securities. So you sold them, say you sold shares of Capital Advantage Tutoring to them, say I'm over the counter, and I wasn't fully registered or not registered in that state. And we found out, and the administrator's like, wait, you just sold a security that wasn't registered. So you have to do a right of rescission, offer the customer their money back, and the customer can say, no, I'm good. But once you do that, they're kind of on the page. They say no, okay? And in reality, you're offering them what they would get at court anyway. Because I don't know if you guys watch TV shows at all. There's a thing called punitive damages, where if you do something wrong, they file you for what they owe, and then they go, oh, let's add another $100 million for punitive. They can't do that. As you can only get back kind of what you lost, plus a little bit of interest. So that's a right of rescission. Okay, that's one. A surety bond. Sorry about this. A surety bond is a bond. You ever see? So the surety bond. I sound like I don't know what I'm talking about, but I do. I swear. I promise. I know what I'm talking about. A surety bond is if you have discretion, or if you have limited discretion, it's a small, like a $10,000 one. If you have full discretion, or what they consider custody, which is like if you're named as a trustee in the account, if you accept prepaid fees 6 months in advance of $500 on the state level or $1,200 on the federal level before giving advice. If you accept checks and don't forward or return them within 3 days, like checks to a third party, like a broker dealer or whatever, and you don't forward or return within 3 days, that's considered custody. So that's considered custody. So now, first of all, Melissa, relax. As long as you didn't purposely omit something on purpose, you're going to be fine. You can always go back and go, wait, I forgot I went to college or something like that. You can do that. Don't worry. Melissa, don't sweat it. If you have the wrong dates, if you're off by a couple months, nobody gives a shit, okay? Nobody cares. They're not going to know. As long as you didn't omit like the 2 years you spent at Folsom County Prison, they might have a problem with that. So back to this. So the surety bond is basically you're putting up money. They can put up cash, securities, or actually take out a bond that covers, okay, that it's for like up to 35 grand, and it covers in case there's any legal problems. There's some money set aside to pay the customer. That's all it is. A surety bond. Remember, you only have to put up a surety bond if you have custody or if you have limited discretion. So if you have limited discretion, which means you can't touch the money, you put up a 10K surety bond. If you have full discretion or custody, you have to put up 35 grand, but it can be waived if your net worth or net worth for the IA or the net cap for the broker dealer is high enough. Okay, onward and upward. Okay. Boom, you just got to keep practicing them, Sally. That's the only thing you can do. The only thing you can do is keep practicing. Okay. Again, Micah, I'm so happy for you. Don't worry about it. You're going to be fine. Don't worry about this, okay? It's a hard test at first. It gets better and better. Okay. Again, Spencer, I'm so happy. Okay. Now, so here's the confusing part, okay? Okay. Where are we? Okay. So, here you go, Greg. Look at you. Now, fixed annuities are not securities. So here's the thing. They are subject to the anti-fraud provision of the insurance company, of the insurance regulations, not securities. So they're not subject to the anti-fraud capabilities of the administrator or the if they're doing the securities administrator or the SEC. They are subject to the anti-fraud policies of the insurance regulations. That's why it sounds like they're not. They are. Now, Mexico does not benefit from that. It's only Canada. I mean, put a fucking wall in front of Mexico. We didn't put one up in Canada, so just go in there, okay? So Mexico, you always have to think of Canada as USA North. Yeah, they don't have the right of first. They don't have their First Amendment right, which is kind of fucked up. But they are like they look like us. They sound like us, except for they say A and they drink more beer, and they're supposedly nicer, even though I don't think they are. Okay. Okay. Now, 13F, 13D, and 13G. Okay, so start off with a 13F. So usually it's a quib. If you're an institution, usually mutual funds and shit like that, that manages over $100 million, okay, you have to file a 13F every quarter listing all your securities holdings. Boom, there you go. I think there's a threshold, but don't worry about it. Like if you have 8 shares, you have to do it. No, I think there's a threshold. But either way, once a quarter, you fill out a 13F listing all your securities holdings. Now, 13G and 13D. So once you hit a certain threshold, okay? It's funny. I have a brain thing. I think it's 5%, right? I always think it's 5% or 10%. Okay. I always fucking forget. Okay. Literally, it blows out of my head every time. So I guess it's got to be 5%. So anything over, once you remember, it's not 5%, it's over 5%. So once you get over 5%, okay. I haven't heard yet. Oh yeah, they would take. Audra was taking it tomorrow, and I think somebody else would take. I'll find out. Actually, you know what? I got about 4 emails today from people who passed. I think it rolled. I love them. I responded, but I don't. Probably didn't remember. Okay. I emailed them back and told them congratulations. But what happens when you're busy? You kind of flake out, and I am definitely a flake. So 13G is if you're going to be a passive owner. You hit over 5%. I don't care about the days. Don't worry about it. I think it's 10 days, but who the hell cares? I know that Elon almost got in trouble for taking too long, but once you get over 5%, not 5%, over 5%, you file a 13D or a G. If you're going to be a passive owner, not be involved, kind of just own it, you do a 13G. Think of G for good. 13G for good, okay? And then 13D is more for like a somebody's going to be an activist owner. That's the new term for a raider, right? So an activist owner is someone who's going to be involved, okay? So I think 13 for devious or dickhead, one of the two, okay? So 13F is for funds, F for funds. 13G for good, and 13D, and 13D is for dickheads or devious. So they're going to be active owners, okay? Anir, how are you? Okay, Melissa, we took care of that. Yeah, you're supposed to fill out everything, but like if you miss a job here or there, or you're off by a couple months, it's not fraud. I mean, you'll just come back and say, hey, it's missing. Boom, okay. Yes, Jackie, absolutely. Okay. Okay, so when you think of mezzanine debt, you got to think of it's like it has like warrants in it and stuff like that. It's usually it's subordinated debt. It's usually under debt but above equity, okay? And the whole point, it's like what's my source on it? It's subordinated debt, okay? If here's the thing on this though, right? So it's the lowest form of debt. It's like the lowest form of debt. But what it does is it turns, if you could at some point, if the company defaults, you can get equity probably. The whole point of it is that it's somewhere in the middle of between debt and equity. It's right in the center. And so it's the lowest form of debt, again, subordinated debt, unsecured. But if the firm defaults, usually that means that the people who own it, the creditors, will get shares or equity in the company. That's all it is. But it is very risky. Boom, there you go. You nailed it. It's a quiet day today. What vendor were you using? How close did you get? I mean, what is it? The 86, 86 and 87, they go together. I always forget which one's the harder one. I do not fucking teach that shit. There's 3 tests that I will not teach. Oh, 4. The 86, the 87, 79 I'll do the regs, but I got people to offshoot, and I will not do the 27. It's a joke of a test. Here's the thing with the people. A lot of people who take the 27 think, like every time I've dealt with someone who's a FinOp, they think they're an actual principal, okay? All they can do is file the fucking, they can do the, they do the focus reports. That's their job, okay? They all think that they can approve trades and shit. I'm like, no, you get the 24, you can do that, not the 27. So I have look, the 27, I don't do because it bores the shit out of me. It's all numbers. The 86, 87, same thing, all numbers. I don't care about it. 79, I've done with people, but I'm just not. I have 2 or 3 tutors that I send people to for that. But the 86, so now that I did my rant, if you used STC, go by Kaplan questions. But the easiest thing to do now is, now that you've seen the test, well, do you have the 87 already? Look, the 86 is a hard test, right, Tyler? So if you have the 87 already, then you just start rereading the 86, right? But if you don't have that, go get the 87, get it out of the way. Okay. Got it. Okay. So which you have the 2 that only matter. Well, I guess Notman's Kappa in a way, right? So, which did you like better? I mean, I think SDC still does a better job of this stuff, but you just don't fucking know anymore. And you missed it by 3, which is not a lot. So I would get the 87 if you don't have it already. I think you have to get both, don't you? Get the 87 out of the way under your belt while you're waiting, and then just start hammering fucking questions. Again, that's one of the few that I think you got to hammer through the book one time and then just blow your head off with questions. Okay. It's not worse. It's just different, Clayton. We got this, right? The problem with it. So here's the thing. So if you like the regs portion, then the 66 is better. If you like the business stuff, the 65 is better. Take your time. It's literally the same exam. I actually think I like the questions on the 65 better than the 66 because I have more success with the 65 than with the 66, like 94%, 92%. But it's more likely. I have had people come to me after they failed the 66 and the 65 was easy to them taking it. I'm not sure maybe the book isn't easier. And I would say, Clayton, whose books are you using? The good thing is, so think about this. So this is what I'm getting anecdotally from my students. So if you're taking the 66, STC does a better job with the non-reg stuff. Kaplan does a better stuff with the state regulations. And STC does a better job with everything else, which is the other half. On the 65, there's some regs. I mean, it's what 20%, but it's still another 20% business stuff. So really, I think the STC is better for the 65 because their regs are good, but not as good as Kaplan's. Got it. Okay. I think Achievable teaches it. Yeah, I mean, it's hard test. Okay. Do you have the Kaplan book too? If not, I mean, you probably reach out and find someone. Maybe I can get you one if you email me or something. I might be able to find a version of it. I think I might be able to give you the 66 test, not a 65 test. That may help you. It's very hard. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Yes, I agree. Okay. Vanessa, how are you? Okay. Now, Dan, that's awesome. I love it. That's awesome. You're gonna nail it. I promise you. Okay. I do not. Well, don't. The only thing I have is the Hold on, Anika. Hold on. We got to give this Anika. This is. I've been waiting for you to come on. Fucking nailed it. I mean, he was. I don't even know. I haven't even looked at your picture. I have no idea if you're a guy or girl because I can't see the fucking picture. I'm assuming you're a yes. Okay. So now, sorry, I'm a dickhead for doing this, but I'm so fucking happy for you. Okay. Yes, Jackie, I know that. But here's the thing: I keep trying to do it. And I go, my fucking videos cover it. Like my videos are not that long. My 6 playlist is a quick and dirty. That's enough to get you through it. Anika, I am so fucking happy for you. I remember you came in with the SIE. You were like, I'm gonna fail. I think you nailed everything on the first fucking time, right? I'm telling you, right? Okay. Boom. So yeah, you had all the questions. I was happy to help you, and that is awesome. You don't know. I mean, it's so great to go into my birthday's next week, just in case. 26, in case you care. Boom. I am so fucking happy for you. Listen, when I saw that you passed, is it today or yesterday? I was so fucking happy for you when I saw that. I was like, you're finally done. Because you were very nervous about failing, yet you nailed the test first time, every time. It's fucking king shit. Okay. Awesome. So the only thing I tell you is get through you got to reread the book one more time because some of the regs, and then just start hammering fucking questions. Join a study group. Sit with the other. You may not trust your class, but get on with them together, right? And just you know what, you could look on Wisant to see if there's a tutor there, but I don't know. Go get with a group and just start doing questions together. That's the easiest way to do because helping each other out is really good. Okay. Again, 65 is not worse, but it feels that way at first. Okay. Again, I did this already, right? So just the beginning. So the only place where cities count as exempt issuers is Canada, the grand country of Canada. Okay. So now, any federal government, Mexico, yes, United Kingdom, yes, Brazil, yes, all that shit, those are all exempt. But only Canadian cities, US and Canadian munis are exempt. Anyone else? So Rio, no. Brazil, yes. London, no. United Kingdom, yes. Okay, they're exempt. Okay. We'll get you there. Okay, move on. Vanessa, move on. Don't stop. Just fucking chug, chug, chug. Get through the whole damn book, okay? You'll come back. Boom, okay. Boom. Okay, hold on. Thank you, Anika. Okay. So Bianca, what I want you to do is you passed and they all failed. I want you to stare at them with your hands on your hip and let out a ha 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 ha, ha laugh. I want you to do that. And then you go, now I'll help you. You have to do that for me. If you do that, I will help you guys. Okay, so now, I'm just kidding. It's you just got to take your chances when you can. So now, let me stick with Vanessa. Bianca, I will get to you. So Vanessa, don't stop. Just keep moving. Just keep moving through. Okay. Don't sweat it. I always tell people get through the whole book once, and if you don't feel good with options, you have a choice. You can either do the state and the old tried and true T charts, or you can jump on mine and jump in and pay a little money and get my things that'll change your fucking life. Okay. Okay. Boom. Good night, Clayton. That's very smart. I would move on from options. When you're done, if you want, join the class. We meet every week on Friday nights. Tomorrow night. You're too soon for that because you haven't done it. But for $20, you get my options and it'll change your damn life. And there's a reason I charge. Because why? Yes, because I'm a greedy bastard. And I'm not giving that shit up for free. It's fucking gold. It's really good shit. Okay. But trust me, I just had another person the other day, didn't cry, but basically couldn't get the options and learned within 30 minutes she had them. 30 fucking minutes. She was ripping off questions. Boom, boom, boom. I have questions that mirror the exam really close. Options and stuff. We're doing them. Boom, 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 boom. Done. 30 fucking minutes. She spent a month as we were studying it. We finally met. We was doing other stuff. Then we spent 30 minutes, maybe 35, and owned it. Okay. So Vanessa, if in all my rambling, if they didn't hear me, move the fuck on. Keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop till you get it. Don't stop till you drop. Okay. By the way, I'm trying to come up with a song. I'm trying to write a song. I'm trying to do not a whole thing that matches the one margarita. I'm gonna, I don't, that song. It's a song of the summer. Do you know what's funny? And I'm not gonna go off on this for a second. If you guys know the margarita song, okay, I don't know if you know that. It started because there's a sister Cindy who does a speech, and she was talking about what margaritas do to people. Okay. And she did it. And then whoever sang this thing did a fucking freestyle. Literally just put a mic in front of her and she did it. And that song is literally everywhere on TikTok and Instagram and everything. It's kind of gross at first, but then you see why they did it. Pretty fucking funny. So I'm trying to do a song to compare to that one. Tell people study. Okay. Yeah, just what you to do is if you hit my button and hit join, Michael, you better fucking be there tomorrow night. If you're not there tomorrow night, I will kick your ass, Michael. I'll find you, track you down, and kick your ass. So now, yes, exactly. Schoolhouse Rock, but not quite Schoolhouse Rock. I did the rap. You guys saw that rap on Treasuries. I hope you did. Okay. Boom, Sally, you're gonna nail it. Okay. Boom, Andrew. Yeah, you're gonna nail this shit. I think you. Yeah, boom, you're gonna nail this thing. Boom. Okay. Okay. I don't have a dump sheet for that, but I do have the SIE quick and dirty. Okay. Crazy. That's awesome. Is that how I say crazy? I think that's how you say it. That's awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay, now, yeah, I have the quick and dirty. That's about as good as it does. Or go to my SIE playlist, go to my SIE exam playlist, and go all the way to the end. And I think it's 14 or 15. They cover all this stuff. I think it's called compliance and prohibited activities. Yeah, Blake, I'm working on it. Well, the trading markets I do. If you look at my series, Blake, look at my series 57 playlist. I have an hour and a half, and I have a half-hour video on Reg Am and trading markets. I'm working on it. It's just sometimes it's a little boring. But the thing is, all August I was sort of busy, but since like August 31st, I've been literally teaching from 9 a.m. till about 10 p.m. every fucking day. Okay. So I'm just doing videos when people are late. I try to do a little short little videos. Okay. Yeah, I do long videos. I don't like long videos, but sometimes you have to do them, and I do them when you need them. And I think my first 4 videos ever in 2019 were like over an hour, maybe 20 minutes longer than an hour, and then stuff like that. So, okay. And again, I can't tell you how fucking happy I am for Nika. I mean, it's fucking awesome that you're done, right? You're done. You don't have to think about it anymore. You don't have to worry about it anymore. Some of your questions are driving me goddamn nuts. Okay. 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 Edlin. It does. Um, Here's the problem. They won't have as much of the regs and the economic stuff in there. And you go, oh, I guess it's 65 will. I guess there's a lot of overlap, but I don't think there's enough. Here's the thing, Edlin. Go to my YouTube channel, right? Oh, you're here already, right? Okay. Go to my SIE exam playlist. Start watching that stuff. If there's anything on there that you didn't, if it's only 1 or 2 things on those videos, there's 1 or 2 things. So Edlin, if you have 1 or 2 things on there, okay, that are just that you didn't read in either of the books, then you're fine. But if you go, oh my God, there's a whole bunch of chapters in there that I didn't read, then you got to find another vendor. And in reality, really, if you're taking the essay and you're not doing it the next day or 2, go get Achievable. Seriously, I have a link that gives you that and a $10 discount, but I don't even care if you use it. Just go on there, achievable.me, check them out. For SIE, there's no one better. And I should say this in the beginning all the time. If you're taking the SIE, there's no vendor, there's no vendor better than Achievable. When you get to the 7, they're still better for teaching, but you can mix and match. Like, I still think the perfect deal is if STC would sell questions, it would be that way. But I would say do the Achievable and buy Kaplan questions as supplement. You don't need it, but it does help to have different stuff. Okay. Daryl, go look. Edward Jones is hiring. I mean, do you want to? Okay, crazy. Let me get to you. Hold on. This Monday. Okay. Thank you for the early birthday. I'm turning how old? Okay, so good. Okay. Okay. They're taking it Monday. Where are they scoring? If they're passing, they're fine. I mean, think about it. They've seen the exam already. They've seen it already. They know what they're. It's not like they're walking into something they don't know. They've seen the exam. They know what the fuck it is. Okay, so they could probably be okay as long as they're passing their exams, not for memorization. They can do it. If they want to know if they're ready, have them go on my website. Get them to come on and go check out my practice finals. There's a couple. There's 2 achievables. There's this STC Series 7 in there. Have them do that. And if they pass that, they're good. Maybe Brianka, why don't you get on with them and do a Zoom call and act like a teacher and help them out? Can't hurt, right? It'll make you stronger. It'll make you. I know you're done, or you have one more exam to do. I can't remember. I know you were done with a 7. I can't remember if you're done with a 63 or 66, but help them out. Pay it back. A little karma. Tell them to buy you lunch or something and sit on a Zoom. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So here's the thing. Again, I could do a butcher it, right? Here's the thing. If you go to my options for the SIE playlist, because I don't have 40,000 fucking playlists, right? So all my options, non-math, is in the options for the SIE. It's like break even, spread straddles. I think I talk about the I have a whole cheat sheet on options with the strategies. But if you really want to learn them, drop the $20. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to tell you the membership thing, and you hit join on the thing. So here's the choices. You can pay $5 a month and see my membership videos after. You don't get to join the membership. You jump it up to $20 a month. You get that plus my options videos, which are fucking game changing. Nobody does it the way I do it. Okay. And it's fucking game changing. Now, third step up, you go up a little higher. It's $25 a month. You get the weekly Series 7 class every Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, and the options videos and the replays. If you want to even higher, you pay $50 a month, and you don't have to do this. $50 a month. We meet every Friday. You get the options class from 8 to 9 p.m. You get the 7 class from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. And then you got the options videos and the replays. So I want you to think about this. You pay $50 a month. Sounds like a lot, right? I should be. I people yell at me because it should have been higher. That means you're getting 4 classes a week. That's about 4 times. So what is it? 50 divided by not 4 classes a week. 2 times a week, right? 2 classes a week times 4. That's 8 classes. 8 times 6. Yeah, it's like $6 a class. Pretty fucking cheap. I'm giving it away. Okay. But I try to help. I am truly, truly, truly to help people out. I teach 10 to 12 hours a day, charging $185 an hour. You can do the math. That's why I do this shit for free sometimes. Okay. Panda, you're going to get it. Let's get through this. Okay. Boom. That's Sally. That's awesome. Okay. Thank you very much. And by the way, anyone who joins, I swear to God, anyone who joins my membership, do not do it through an iPhone because Apple adds 30% to the shit. So do it through a laptop or desktop. Boom. No, hold on. Don't do it for the SIE, Vanessa. It's not worth it. Anyone taking... Yeah, you know what I was doing? What's the one I have that I save? Hold on. I'm trying to do this. See if I have it. I'm going to get deleted for this. They'll probably demonetize, but I don't give a shit. Where's my favorites? Where's my library? Do I not have it? I thought I had it. Yeah, that's my podcast. Right? Oh. Where is it? This is the song I want. I'm going to play this. It makes me fucking laugh every time I hear it. There we go. There. This is the one. So boring, but I love it. You say the price of my love is not a price that you're willing to pay. I'm not going to make the little thing. I just got demonetized 100%. But I think they'll demonetize. They'll knock out the whole thing. I'm probably already muted. That's right. You are done, Bianca. Okay. Boom. So if you're not, anyway, listen to me. My memberships, don't spend money. Don't spend money. I'm trying to make a song for that one. I'm trying really hard. Don't spend money on my channel if you take on the SIE. I give enough on the free shit to make it worthwhile. I have the playlist. I have the options for the SIE. Vanessa, do not spend a dime. But make sure you go through my SIE playlist. That's the big thing. Okay. No, okay. The one on Facebook is free. That's not me. You just got to go through my website, right? So if you do my study group at 7 p.m. is paid. That's the membership one. They don't talk about that. On the Facebook group, I think they're meeting like every night at like 6 or something like that. That's totally free. But what it is I created, again, because I'm just a magnanimous asshole, it's just like $500 a year. I created Zoom groups for an SIE, the 7, the 65, 66. Okay. So when they do the Zoom groups, that's the group they go on. Okay. So those are free. You're gonna. I'm telling you right now, Andrew, you're gonna nail the 66. I know you are. Okay. Anthony Ruggiero. There's a guy, Lefty Ruggiero. Do you is that Lefty? The guy from Donnie Brasco. Okay. Boom. That's awesome. Anthony. That's awesome. Right? You're done. How great is that to end? You still have like another 3 or 4 days of nice weather before it gets shitty. That's awesome. Just in time to get ready for Halloween, stuff like that. That's awesome. Okay. I'm so fucking happy. It must be great to be fucking done, my man. Okay. See, I'm trying to do it. But the problem is I do think yeah, that's very true. It's I didn't even read that second part of it. Yeah, he's the one who started the whole shit about the Federal Reserve, which is really a corrupt bank, but it was a good idea. Okay. Hold on. I don't know every type of trust. Let me see if I can explain it. Let's see. try it this way without the word donors. Okay. A donor trust. Hold on. I don't think they can use. Okay. Okay. Here's the deal. A donor trust, you set it up. Okay. People can donate and you can choose what charity you want to give it to, right? That's the deal. Okay. Let's see when it ends. Donor advised funds usually last until they're depleted. After donors passing, the financial will work with the advisor to continue making it until the last listed advisor on the fund dies. So I guess the idea is that it continues if there's more, it continues until all the donors are dead. Once the last donor dies, it's ended. They cannot use for own personal use. They don't continue after they die. So let's say there's 4 donors in a donor trust. It will, once the main one dies, it'll continue to do stuff until they all die. Okay. Until all the advisors are dead, pretty much. The ones who give. So you can put a donor in, and the thing about a donor trust is you put money in, you can always put money in, and then you can decide what charity you want it to go to. Okay. Once all the donors are dead, it ends. I highly doubt you can use it for your own personal use, but you can send it to your own tragedies, the charities that you like. Panda Bear. That's awesome. I'm glad. I'm so happy. Boom. Just need the 66. Bang. The 66 is a bitch. It's a hard test. It really is. Okay. Again, so Vanessa, I'd love to take your money, but save it till the 7. Just keep watching my SIE playlist and my options for the SIE, and you'll be fine. You'll rock it. Okay. Okay. At least they bought achievable. Yeah, people don't like help. That's the thing. So, like, I get a lot of people that call me up and say, "Hey, can you talk to this person? Tell them to, you should tutor them. You can bring a horse to water. You can't make a fucking drink, right? So, this is the thing. I don't ever call anyone to ask for tutoring. I don't, because what happens is they need to come on their own. So, the same thing with the your help. If you want to help someone, they got to ask. You can't force it. People do not want to be forced. I get a lot of parents call me up and go, "Oh, you help my boss, blah, blah. Can you help my son?" Sure, have him call me. And if they don't call me, I'm not going to press them, because you can't make a kid. And I'm not going to do it. I'm not. I'd rather make no money than make money from a person who doesn't want to be there. Okay, so that's kind of what it is. So look, if they don't want your help, okay. Yeah, I know. I should try to get options on it, right? That's funny, and just do everything to that thing. You'll be back. I got it. Okay. The problem is I can't use the music. I just have to kind of sing it in the beat, and I can't sing for shit. Okay. That's good. They get the achievable. They're going to be in great shape. Okay. Boom. Then Vanessa. So then you join the group. That's when, after you pass the 7, that's your celebration. I'll know when I see all of a sudden your name pump up on the membership list. I'll know that you passed the SIE, because you are going to destroy this on the 5th, Vanessa. You got to take this like a bad bitch, right? You're going to take this like a savage, okay? That's what I need to have. This is take it like a bad bitch, okay? Has anyone taken the 6 in the last couple of weeks or so? Help a sister out. I'm assuming Desiree. And if you just take the 1 letter off, it's desire, but that's okay. Bianca, isn't it great to be done? Okay. Vanessa, good. Okay. Yes, Melissa STC is definitely sufficient for the 7. You're good. Okay. So Jackie, that's fine. So what did you see on it? Maybe you can help out. Remember, the more you tell about it, the more well, I know you will be. The more you help people out, the better you get at it. Okay. Again, Anthony, I'm so happy for you. Okay. Exactly. Oh, yeah. Somebody asked about the dump sheet. Okay, you're right. So, Melissa, I think Heather's right. Not a heavy dump sheet. I have a video on it to tell you what to put on the dump sheet. But here's what I tell people to do. You don't want to go heavy. And what you do is if you go on, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to hit Google before I share screen, because I don't need to see in my, you'll never respect me again if you see my search history. Hold on. Kidding. 37. Dump sheet. Okay, now. So this is what I'm saying to do. So look at these are all the dump sheets, right? Do not fucking be freaked out by them. But look at one and go, okay, you know what? Look, I think that's Brian Lee shit. But look, you say, oh, I like you can't read these probably because it's not that big. Let's see if I make it bigger. Right? So this is somebody's dump sheet. Get bigger and bigger. Okay. So all I'm saying is that you look at, oh, you know what? I like that quick ratio, or I like I like this, or I like that. You don't use the whole thing, but you use it for ideas. Like you use the option thing, maybe. You go over here. I want to do that. I'm pretty sure this is that looks like Brian Lee's thing, I think. But maybe you put down here, pop over that, all these different ideas, right? So that's one thing you can do. And then you just keep going back and forth. And you just pick from ideas, okay? Because everything's personal to you. Like Achievables is great, but it's not print, it's printed, so it doesn't really work the same thing. But same thing here, Pinterest, right? So oh no, I can't make it big. Like just use it for ideas, like calls, puts, stuff like that. Somebody put it on Pinterest. Carolyn's smart, she's very smart. So all this stuff, they all have a lot of the same shit, and a lot of it is unnecessary. Like these are too many because you only get a whiteboard. So you want to try to find a simple one that doesn't have a lot of stuff on. There aren't a lot, but you can just pick and choose from stuff you like. They all have these things. That's algebra, so you don't need that shit. We're not going to go there. Oh, that's funny, Alyssa. Yeah, it's funny that yeah, I got it. Exactly, Wendy. But I do. Wendy, where were you before this? I wonder. Okay, so now, so what my thing is, I have a video on dump sheets. If you type in brain dump series 7 dump sheet, it's for both the SIE and the 7. I have a color coded for different things. What's Benadryl for? I'm entertaining. Put the kid in front of the thing. He'll forget that she's sick. Okay. So here's the thing. So there's anyone else taking the 6? I think she helped a little bit, but you don't get a lot of math. Okay, there's not a lot of math, right? Exactly, Jackie. It's look. You're gonna get mutual fund stuff. You're gonna get annuities. You're gonna get communications. You might have to do POP and stuff like that. Yeah, Melissa, we are here to fucking help. Okay, that's what our job is to do. Look, what do I get out of this? I get nothing out of this except for literally, I get zero out of this other than I get to talk to people. Okay, I do this twice a week. I've been doing it for 3.5 years now. Every Tuesday and Thursday, it's built into my shit. I know that I'm doing this every Tuesday, Thursday, and I love it. I wouldn't give this up for anything. Hold on, Melissa. I know you answered already. 100% STC is good enough. What? Okay. So here's the deal. So custodian or custody, right? So custodian means you're holding the banks. Facebook user, hi, how are you? So so a custodian is like a bank. They would have to be a bank. They'd have to have a secure asset. If you mean custody, that means they either accept prepaid fees of $500 6 months in advance. They're named as a trustee in an account. They didn't forward a check or forward a return it within 3 days. They have full discretion, all that stuff. I am blessed to have you, but I don't know who you are. But I'm blessed to have you here too. Okay. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's like half the battle, right? Some of them is, look, this is what you figure. People who are good at this don't fucking need me, right? People who pass these first exams easily, they don't need me, okay? I'm here. Oh, Amy, thank you very much. Thank you. I am sorry, it just comes up as Facebook. I don't recognize you. I'm here for the people who are struggling, right? I'm here, and I'm not here to help the people who can fucking destroy this. And that's great. I have a lot of people that do that. My students get through it quick. But I'm here for the people who are struggling. And that's why I like doing this, because I feel like I'm helping a little bit. I mean, it's just, I'm trying to help out and try not to sit there. I'm not trying to spam my fucking link everywhere and talk about my tutoring all the time. I just want to help who I can and move on. That's all I'm trying to do. Okay. and have some fun. Reverse convertible, making people let maybe chuckle a little bit. Okay. I appreciate it, Panda. I'm just trying to say I'm not, at some point it's not going to be fun, and then I'll just blow right off into the west, delete my channel. No, I won't delete the channel. I'll do to make my legacy. Okay. Oof, what a shitty legacy. In 30 years, I'll be dead, and they'll be like, who is this idiot? Okay. Reverse convertible is someone who's looking for a high rate of return. Because here's the thing about a reverse convertible, Vanessa. A regular convertible, you get to choose when it converts. So it means you are going to choose to convert when the stock is trading above the bond price. Because like, I can make some money. That's a regular convertible. It has a low coupon. A reverse convertible is the opposite. It converts when the issuer. I don't want to let my dog eat that. It converts when the issuer decides to convert, which is going to be when the stock is lower than what they call the knock-in price, lower than the bond price, when it's better for them to give you the shares. So let's say, just an example, it's not exactly, but let's say it's a reverse convertible. I'm the issuer. The bond is trading at a 102, and if you converted the stock, it would be worth like $980. Guess what I'm doing? I'm going to just convert you so you get $980 worth of stock, and I don't have to pay the bond anymore. If the stock is trading higher, I just leave it and don't do anything. So a reverse convertible has a very high coupon rate. It's short term. It's for people who want a higher rate of return, but it is risky. Okay. Well, okay. The puts and calls, watch my videos on. They'll help. And don't sweat, especially for the SIE. Is not big. And the convertibles, let's talk about that for a second. Let me get through the other stuff. If anyone has time, okay, if it's very funny that people use the ones I showed, right? So if anyone has time on the SAE, get the Achievable. I promise you, it'll change your life. They're so good. Okay. Call up, put down. Okay. Yeah, you guys don't even know. My vacations, I do this shit on my vacation. I've done this from Turks and Caicos. I've done it from Florida. I've done it from the Bahamas. But it's funny when I teach. Sometimes I teach, like simply, I'm on vacation. They want me to teach anyway. Because think about this, right? So if I go on vacation, it costs me 10 grand. If I don't teach during it, that's another 10 grand. Okay. So that means that if I go on vacation, I go on a $10,000 vacation, that's $20,000 out of my pocket. So I take the teaching. Okay. Luckily the YouTube, I'm not going to say how much I make on it. It's too much. Okay. Yeah, that's funny. No, you know what it is? I teach on, I'm sitting there, they're at the beach. I'm teaching at the beach. I'm teaching. I don't mind because I like when my family goes out, they go they go, paddle boarding and swimming and shit like that. It's off. Okay. Flimore, I wouldn't charge you anything. Just email it to me. Don't worry about it. Put it in LinkedIn. Send it over that way. I'm not a great judge of it, but we can figure stuff out. Okay. Oh, somebody did ask a question. I don't know if he's still on here. Hold on. Let me do this. Okay. Yeah, I don't take vacations. Okay. Somebody on here asked how you get a job in finance. Okay. So Edward Jones, I know, is hiring. If you have yeah, sure. Edward Jones is hiring. Okay. JP Morgan and spots are hiring. Morgan Stanley, Fidelity is hiring a little bit. I think they are. Greg, you're Fidelity? I can't remember. There's a lot of places hiring. Not like, it's not like, like there's not more jobs than applicants, but actually there might be. But if you go to Edward Jones, they're looking for people. I know that JP Morgan is in certain places, maybe not in your area, but I know that, I don't know if Vanguard still is, but Fidelity might still. Schwab, they're merging with GD, so there might be less. Okay. There you go. Fidelity is always hiring. It's just depending if you want that pay. Here's what's funny. The thing about Fidelity, they don't pay a lot, right? They definitely don't pay a lot, but nobody fucking leaves. Okay. They only leave when it's really, they have to for money because everyone loves it there. The benefits are good. It's a family thing. People are good. You can get promotions. Still don't make any money, but you look good. Okay. So that's, if you guys want a job and you have a finance area, that's where you should go to get started. Look, here's my thing. If you're a young person, and no offense to these firms, and if you guys work there, that's fine, but I'm going to tell you, no, oh, yeah, you are crazy. Okay, so now, I knew I brought it up. I knew I was starting to talk about it. See, it all comes back. I'm not dumb. I'm a fucking moron. See, because I just forgot what I was going to say. If you're young, don't go to the Northwesterns. Don't go to the Primericas. Don't go to the places where you get no salary. It's not, okay? Don't go to the places where it's eat your kill when you're 22 years old. Nobody's going to give you fucking money, okay? No, Katie, you need the you at least need the 63. Although to be fair, if you're in Florida, a lot of times you can work with just a 7. But if you're young and you don't know anyone, do not take an eat where you kill job where we're just paying commissions. You're going to pay for everything, and a lot of these they go, oh, you left after 6 months. We're charging you for 450 grand for the training, shit like that. So again, look, Primerica is good for the reason Primerica is good is if you're like a teacher and you want to try to dip your toe into finance and you want to have a second job, you can do that and still work and then still earn while you're building up your business. Kind of like with my tutoring, right? When I first started, 2006, I was doing it because I was helping people on the floor. I was on the stock exchange. We go to a post where nobody was and we work on shit and we figured it out. And then it got bigger and bigger and bigger, started charging for it. And then about 5 years ago, I was making so much money on it, I couldn't take a full-time job. So that's the goal, right? So if you're going to work at a Primerica or something, you got to keep your job. Okay, your regular job. Do this at night or on weekends. And then when you have enough of a referral business, but that's what happens. So my business is like 99% referrals. I didn't work for a big firm where I didn't run classes. It was literally just people telling other people about me on the exchange, and boom, it blew up. So, but the point is, at some point, I couldn't take a full-time job anymore. I got offered jobs and I just couldn't do it because it would cost me money. So now I just shut down my broker-dealer in last December because I was making too much money doing this. That's how you get into the business. If you have a job already and you want to switch over, maybe then you go to Primerica or Northwestern, one of these places that will let you continue to work while you're learning the business because you need a fucking income. Because especially if you're goddamn 22 to 25, 28 years old, nobody's fucking giving you money. I don't care what they say. You may get some, you're not going to get. Okay. You're not going to get a lot of accounts. You may get lucky. Look, in reality, no offense, if you're a hot girl, yeah, it's going to help. People will give money to hot girls. It is what it is. That's why Bloomberg, when they have these Bloomberg terminals that are $2,500 a month, every girl who was a salesperson was like borderline model. Because these guys are big swinging dicks. They have a lot of money and they don't want to act like they're poor and be cheap. So they buy extra shit that they don't need. Sex sells. But other than that, keep your side job. And if you're paying a salary, take it. If you're getting a salary, that's great. Take the job. Edward Jones pays a salary. JP Morgan does. Fidelity does. Fidelity doesn't want you selling. They want you to just keep their shit up, okay? Schwab doesn't want you. They pay a salary, and then maybe they work it off. You want a place where that they pay a salary or they have a team, and the team is going to bring you along because nobody's going to give you money if you're just starting out, okay? My rant is over. Okay, now. Sorry for the tangents, but I'm just trying to fucking help, okay? So Vanessa, don't sweat. Don't sweat the convertibles too much, okay? Okay. Don't sweat the convertibles too much. But I'm just saying, this is like a bond. So this is a bond. Okay. There you go. LPL's looking. Okay. Now, a convertible is a security, okay? Convertible is a bond, but it also has a feature to be able to turn into stock anytime you want, okay? Puts and calls, go watch my video. And I have a convertible bond video too, but understand the process. So I have a bond that pays 5% a year, okay? That's a regular bond, okay? Boom, Jackie, go get some sleep, okay? So you have a regular bond that pays 5% a year. That's fine. But then you go, wait, you know what? Let's make it more attractive. Let's also make it so you can turn it into common stock anytime you want, okay? And then you'll have numbers on there, and you don't have to pay for the common. You have to pay for the bond. So what you're going to do is you're going to turn the bond into common whenever you want. But even if you don't, this is the magic of it. Say you have a bond that turns into 40 shares of common. This bond turns into 40 shares of common. See, look at this. You want to get from stealing my wallet? Practice. There's nothing in here. Okay, so if I have a bond here that turns into 40 shares of common, this will always be trading about 40 times what the common is. Because if this turns into 40 shares of this, okay, 40 of these equals that. If this goes up, this will go up. This goes down, they'll go together. So by buying a convertible, you will get both income and capital appreciation, okay? Because it's going to move with the stock. So 9 times out of 10, if you can't choose an answer and convertible's there, take convertible. It's right more than it isn't. But again, it turns into common. And for the SIE, you don't need to know much more than that. Maybe you can do the formula. So if you ever find out the ratio, how many shares you get when you convert, you do par divided by the convertible price or the convert at price, okay? That's how to get the ratio. And then you take that ratio and multiply it times the common stock. I have videos on this. Again, if you're taking the SAE, don't sweat it too much. Understand the concept, stuff like that. Yep, they call. That's right. So call. So if the call risk, right, is when issuer interest rates drop. I'm an issuer. I'm paying 5% a year. Rates drop to 3. I don't want to pay 5 anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to issue a bond at 3 and use that money to pay off the 5. It's like refinancing. I'm done. Now that's called a call or a refunding. If it's, I'm not going to go into it because I have a video on it. But if the bond is not callable yet through call protection, you can do pre-refunding or advance refunding or defeasing the debt, where what you actually do is you issue a bond at a lower rate, you take that money and you buy treasuries. And the interest on the treasuries pays the old bond. You don't care anymore. That's called defeasing the debt. I call it defeating the debt. Okay. Clawback. Okay. So usually a clawback is normal for, like, if you're getting Medicaid or something like that. So what they do is all they're doing is they look back 5 years to see if you gave a gift to someone. So say you want to go into Medicaid, so you're going to start taking Medicaid. You can't have any money. You have to be under a certain amount of income or net assets to get Medicaid. So what they do is before they do it, they want to make sure that you didn't dump all your assets to give them to people and then to apply for Medicaid, because it's a scam. So they will look back 5 years from when you apply, and then and any money that you gave out during this 5 years that it doesn't have a legitimate thing, like it costs this or costs that, and it's gifts, they will not so much get, but they'll penalize you before they'll let you take the Medicaid. So they ask for it back, but I get, so now clawbacks for bonuses are like if you get a bonus and the company wants it back, that's a clawback. But this is, they're going to try to take the money back. I don't think they actually go after the people who got the gift. They tell the person who's applying for Medicaid, this is your fine, which is literally the cost of the gift. Okay, so the only way to get it back is to get the shit back from them, or don't take Medicaid. Great question. When I find out, I'll let you know. You want to make a lot of money? Become an investment banker. Work 18 hours a day and get your ass kicked all day long, and eventually you make a lot of money. It's funny. The investment bankers start at like $110 a year, right? Which is great, and they get like a $10,000 bonus, and then within 3-4 years they're making almost 2. But the amount of hours they put in, I think they said it's above minimum wage, I promise you. But they're putting 20, 18, 16, 17, 18-hour days in there. So they're getting paid they're paid by the hour. It goes down a lot. But I guess it goes farther because if you're working all the time, you can't spend the money. Again, you can work with a 7 in Florida, maybe another state. But other than that, you need the 63 at least. Look, Edward Jones is looking always. I'm starting to like them more and more. I deal with them. I have whatever. I have a thing with them. So Vanessa, are you taking the SIE? You should reach out to the hell's her name? I know it's Christina. Hold on. At your firm, Christina Michelson. She's over at Edward Jones. Vanessa, go reach out to her. Unless you're in my class already. I don't know if you're in the class. Okay. There you go. Jordan, boom, more people, more LPLs always hire. So if you're at Edward Jones, Vanessa, are you in the class that I do every week? Okay. Okay, so now here's the deal. The securities don't charge a market. Well, bonds use fixed income. I couldn't think of the fucking word. Okay. Bonds, you don't really charge a commission. You charge a markup, markdown on it, right? Okay. Okay, hold on. Oh, Jordan, it's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, the famous cat. Okay, that's awesome. That's great. Congratulations on passing that shit. That's a big freaking deal. That's a big freaking deal. Okay. So it's more bonds that pay a markup markdown, like fixed annuities, fixed income securities will pay a markup markdown. But usually it's the broker dealer acting as an agent, it's a commission. If the broker dealer is acting as a market maker or a principal, they charge a markup for buyers and markdown for sellers. Fixed annuities and mutual funds charge a sales charge. I think that works. So yeah, it's usually fixed income that charges a markup markdown on the price because they can't really do a commission. And they sort of do, but it's not really the same thing. There's no real agency trades because they're buying the bonds. That's not the way it works. Okay. I don't know. Boom. Good night, Vanessa. Good night. Good night, kid. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna rock this thing. Just come on here early and we'll talk. If you have questions, feel free to throw them in the chat. Okay. Just like these people are doing. I don't know, Wendy. I don't know why. Well, it's 2 p.m. Eastern, so whatever time that is for you, and it's every Tuesday. Jump on. There's like 30. There's like 30, 40 people on it every week. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I would think so. I don't know why it's included in the state, unless you think they're talking about a variable annuity, maybe, Wendy, versus a variable life, because variable life shouldn't. I guess it's part of the state, but it's not taxable. I guess. Maybe it's a cash value is right. And what you do is you email Christina questions, and then I just run through them. Okay, yeah, bring it on. I want to know what it says. Thank you, and then I'll do it. Then I'll talk about it here. Okay. Boom. I think I fucking finished. Not too bad. A little over an hour. That's awesome. Guys, thank you for coming on. I'm so again, Tuesdays and Thursdays are my favorite nights of the week. Even though I get nothing out of this, I fucking love it. So that means I do get Chibsy. So I know that she reached out to you, right? What happened? I didn't know you were going for a back office job, but Kasha took care of you, I think. You may be looking at Fidelity too, but how's everything going? Busy's good, Chibsy. You are the one that I talked to, right? Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Did you get an interview, I hope? Okay. And she said if you didn't get an interview, call within a couple of days to reach out to her. Okay. Yeah, you have to bring that question up, Wendy. I don't know. I want to see their answer. Listen, guys, go check me out on a couple of things to check out before you head out. Okay. One, I'm on Instagram under Series 7 Whisper. TikTok, yes, my fat ass old bald ass is on TikTok. Okay. Salt of the earth, yeah. I love salt. Don't get me on. Now I gotta, like when I have pizza, it's like fucking. Pizza is a salt delivery service for me. But I know what you meant. Okay. So now, go check out the. Okay. Boom. Okay. I'll tell her they haven't called yet. Although she's going on. There's some stuff going on, but we're trying to get her to pass at 65. Okay. Boom. Okay, do that. Boom. Go, bring that on and bring them up. Yeah. When you go too deep in Kaplan, they come. That's just some real crazy shit. Don't forget on Facebook. I know that only the cool kids use Facebook now, but I have a group called FINRA Exam Help. It's called exactly FINRA Exam Prep with help from Capital Advantage Tutoring. And then we have another group called Series 65, 66. Those are two great groups. The great part is that they're private, so you can go in there and you don't have to worry about people publicly seeing what you say. Also, it has a chat for each different test. SIE, the 6, just a newcomer ones for people just trying to figure shit out. We have a 6 one. We have a 7 one. I think they started a 9, 10 one. Pretty good stuff. And this way you're not bothered with stuff that you don't care about. The chat just keeps you busy going back and forth. It's pretty good. And they're super helpful sharing stuff and stuff like that. Okay, everyone, be good. Have a good weekend. All those you passed, you can get drunk, but I don't want to hear you getting arrested. Unless it's for some really good shit, and then I want to hear the story. We got this. I got to go pick up my wife over at my daughter's, and y'all be good. Wash your hands, and y'all have a good night.